Welcome to this fiery glutes and buttocks yoga flow, a powerful practice designed to sculpt, strengthen, and awaken your lower body. So let's hop on and start the practice in our mountain position, bringing the heels up, then the toes. So really starting to get that feeling of how the lower body, your ankles, your calves are doing right now. Finding that strong connection with your roots, your feet. And then engaging the core here. Coming into our mountain pose, the arms to the side, eyes closed. Chin parallel to the floor. Taking the moment here to notice now how the whole of the body is feeling. How the mind is feeling. Let this moment be your reminder that you are strong, you are grounded, you are worthy of the space you take up. So set the intention to move with purpose and power. Bringing the hands to the heart center, repeating the following. I am strong, I am grounded, I am worthy of the space I take up. Nice deep breath in and exhale. Let's fold all the way down, folding forward, letting go, and then inhale, slowly rise and unfold, and then again as you exhale, fold again. And starting to rise, feeling the spine release, that energy flow. Let's come forward once more, rolling all the way down, nice and slow. And this time we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart. Grab hold of your elbows and let the upper body hang heavy. Gently rock side to side. Feel the backs of the legs awaken and the spine decompress here. Nice intuitive movement. There is no rush. Just being here grounded. Now from here we're going to bring the hands down and then step back into a high plank pose. Nice strong with the core, with your arms, gaze down, and then dropping the knees onto the mat. Curling the toes under, finding your stance, knees under hips, lifting the knees off the mat, just inches off the mat, let them hover, 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 engaging the core. And then bringing the knees down, we're going to take our cat and cow stretch. Inhale to arch the spine, heart forward, and exhale, round the back, press the floor away, cat pose. Continue for a few breaths and feel the body warm. Closing the eyes, taking that gaze inward, really noticing and finding that deeper connection here with yourself and with your body. So now we're going to come back to center and then extend that right leg back and the left arm forward. Let's hold it here, engaging the core. Hold it, zipping up the belly, and then we're going to pulse it. So when you're ready, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the hands down, we're going to bend that back knee, flex the foot, pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now reach your left hand back to catch the right foot like a dancer in the sky. Gently kick that foot into the hand and open through the heart, engaging through that right glute. Hold it. And then releasing, bringing that foot all the way forward into a low lunge, arms up, sink into the hips, breathe deeply here, finding the lower body stretch, and then guide the leg back and open into a gate pose with the right leg lifted off the mat. So we're turning to the side here, grounding the left palm, lifting the right arm up high, and let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and steady, feeling that fiery build, and then extend it to your full side plank pose. Stay here and breathe. The strength is not only physical, it is how you stay present through the heat. Okay, now we're going to transition into high plank pose, both palms down. Let's hold it here for one full breath. Bringing the knees down, we're going to take a couple of rounds of cat and cow here, again coming back to the spine, to the upper body. Returning into a tabletop now, and this time we're going to extend that left leg back and the right arm all the way forward. When you're ready, we're going to start pulsing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, nice and strong, 1. Beautiful, bringing that hand back onto the mat, bending the left knee and pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, keeping that thigh high, and then grabbing hold of your left ankle with that right hand now, opening through the heart space. Keep lifting from that left thigh, from that left knee. Hold it, and then releasing, stepping that left foot forward in between the hands. Low lunge position with the arms over the head. Again here, sinking into the hips, opening through the heart. Finding the focus, the groundedness. And then when you're ready, hands come down, and we're going to step that left foot back. We're going to open into gate pose on the opposite side. Left arm comes up, and left leg is also up. When you're ready, pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slow here. And then transitioning into our side plank pose. Hold it nice and steady, lengthening through that left arm, through the side of the body, bringing the gaze up perhaps. You're strong, you got this. And then releasing into our plank position. Hold it here, finding your way all the way down, belly onto the mat. And we're going to come into a Sphinx pose. So feel the breath settle here, feel the openness across the front of the body, the strength in the upper back, pushing the mat away from you with your elbows. Gently releasing, opening the elbows to the side, forehead on top of the hands. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into our locust pose, arms to the side of the torso, lift up and hold here for 3 more, 2, and 1. Hold, and then releasing. Let's take here, taking a break, perhaps rocking the hips sideways before we continue with our other locust variation. So now the arms extend forward, lift again through the legs as well, Engage the whole body, the whole of the back body, the front body, glutes firing and heart shining. Hold it and then releasing. Let's press straight into a high plank pose. Coming up. Hold it here. And closing a flow with our chaturanga. Upward facing dog, heart forward. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's pause here for a moment, finding that stretch. Let your fire settle into focus and breathe into this moment of calm within the challenge. Now jump or step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, fold as you exhale. And then inhale, coming into chair pose, knees bent. Engage in the core, bringing the tailbone down. Hold it here, pressing through the heels, adding that fire in the thighs. And then we're going to just step back at the back of the mat into chair pose, 1 foot at a time, as you're lowering yourself. Pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. And then walking all the way forward again, nice and slow, making sure the thighs are low, feeling the burn in your legs. You're sculpting strength with every move. Let's hold it here, hold, and then forward fold to release. Halfway lift once more. And then from here we're going to step that right foot all the way back, coming into a high lunge pose. Inhale to lift, reaching the arms up. Perhaps palms come together and touch if you have a space here in the shoulders. Now inhale as we're pressing to the left foot, extending the left leg. And exhale, bend the knee, cactus arms. Inhale up, exhale to lower. Inhale to rise up. And exhale, coming even lower here. Inhale up. And exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale up. Hold it here, transitioning that weight forward and bringing that right knee towards the belly button. Hold it here to find the balance. And then coming into our dancer's pose. Right leg is still floating. Hold it here, breathe into the heart. Keep reaching through that right thigh, the right knee. And then transitioning into a half moon. Hold and balance. You can bring the gaze up if that feels good, otherwise you can stare down towards the ground. Noticing the body hovering, wobbling, everything is welcome here. Right fingertips are coming onto the mat, squaring the hips, bending that right knee behind the left. Exhale all the way back. Inhale, bringing it forward, bend the knees. Exhale to extend back for 2. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, back. Inhale, bend. And exhale for 4. Inhale. And exhale for 5. Now transitioning carefully into warrior 3 pose, finding that length, the strength, and the balance that you have already cultivated in this practice. And now bringing both hands down, bringing the foot back to meet the left, halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Then rise slowly into mountain pose. Let's bring the arms up and exhale, hands to the heart center. Closing the eyes, let yourself feel proud. You've already done so much. You are present, powerful, and full of purpose. From here, bring now the arms forward, bend down, come into a high yogic squat. So bringing here the feet wide, hands to heart, and squat back as we walk, one foot at a time. Again, bringing those thighs a little bit lower each time. Coming to the end of the mat, hold it, pulse for 3, for 2, and then coming all the way forward again, foot by foot. Feeling the glutes engage. This movement here connects you to your power center. And then coming all the way down into a yogic squat. Hands to the heart space, eyes closed. Noticing that hip opening, release position. And then bringing the fingertips onto the mat, lift the hips. And we're going to step that left foot this time back, coming into a high lunge position on the opposite side. Inhale, arms up over the head. Hold it here, extending that leg, pressing through the right foot, finding the strength. Exhale, lowering yourself, bringing the arms into cactus. Inhale up. And let's repeat that a few more times. Exhale, arms into cactus, bending through that right knee. Inhale to lengthen. And again, exhale to lowering yourself. So really starting to build a fire in the right thigh. And coming even lower each time. Finding the balance and the strength. Then from here, we're going to transition, bringing that left knee towards the belly button into a standing balance. And then coming into dancer pose with your left leg back. Holding it here, perhaps if it helps, bending slightly through that right knee, the supported leg. Finding your breath to find the balance. And then transitioning into a half moon pose. Holding it here, stable and strong. From here, now we're going to bring the left fingertips onto the mat, squaring the hips, bending that left knee behind the right. Exhale, and then inhale, sending it all the way back. Let's repeat that again for 2, all the way back, bend the knee, and then to lengthen for 3, and again bend, lengthen for 4, bend, and lengthen for 5. Now hold it here, transitioning into warrior 3 with our hands towards the heart space, or you can also keep the fingertips onto the mat. Staying grounded here in strength, in grace, finding that point of focus on the floor. And then gently releasing, coming into your forward fold. And then sliding the hands up to the shins. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale. Bringing the feet hip distance apart. Grabbing hold of opposite elbows again and surrender here. Letting it all go. Sway if it feels good. Making yourself feel nice and heavy. There's nothing that the body needs to hold right now. And then coming back into our high lift yogic squat, walking the feet all the way back once more, all the way to the end of the mat. And then hold it here, bringing the thighs a little bit lower. Hold. Keep holding. You're doing great. And then walking again all the way forward into this squat sort of position. Reaching the front of the mat and hold it. And then coming into a seat. All the way down, scooping the hips slightly back so you can find that space for the legs as we're bringing that left leg forward and right knee in, bringing the leg over the left, taking a spinal twist, right arm up and then behind the back. Inhale as we lengthen and exhale to twist a little bit deeper here. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. And then returning back to center. We're going to extend that right leg all the way forward, bringing the left knee in, leg over the right. And let's repeat the same spinal stretch on the opposite side, so twisting, facing the left side of the room right now. Opening through the chest. Once more, inhale here to lengthen through the spine. And exhale, see how deeper you can go through that twist. Let's release now, planting the feet and the hands onto the ground, lifting into a reverse tabletop position, allowing the head to drop back. It feels good. And let's hold it for 2 breaths, opening through the chest, letting the body glow. And then exhale, releasing, coming all the way down. And then into a reclined position. So bringing the arms to the side of the body, feet a little bit closer to the glutes, pressing through the feet, through the palms. As we exhale, lifting the hips up into a bridge pose. Interlace the hands, bringing them under the back, finding that strength, engaging the glutes. Hold it, lifting a little bit higher. Releasing the palms back onto the side. Hold it here with the hips lifted. We're going to extend that right leg up, pointing the toes towards the sky. Now bringing the right foot down into a full bridge pose, and we're going to switch sides, extending the left leg up, pointing the toes, hold it, lifting higher and higher. Then planting the left foot onto the mat, lowering yourself all the way down, and bringing the knees to the chest, rocking sideways, taking a break. So we're going to repeat bridge pose. If you want, otherwise, we're going to take a wheel pose. So you have the option. When you're ready, we're going to come back into the center, bringing the feet down, taking either your bridge pose. I'm going to take wheel. For wheel, place the hands under the shoulders, fingers pointing to the feet. Press through the palms and feet, lifting into wheel pose. Open the heart and trust in your strength here. Breathe fully. Hold it for 3 breaths in total. And now lowering all the way down. Again, bringing the knees to the chest. Rocking sideways if you want, massaging the lumbar spine. Now you can close the eyes. And before we come into our final pose for today, I want us to extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet and then point the toes up towards the ceiling. So again, flexing the feet and point the toes, repeating that a few more times. And then starting to circle the ankles, feeling that delicious release into the legs, that lower body, the feet that support us every day. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into a final pose. So extending the legs forward for shavasana. Letting here the earth hold the whole of the body. Feel the glutes, legs, and body melt into rest. Let the breath return to its natural rhythm. You did the work, now receive the rest. Let the floor hold you. There's nothing to do, nowhere to be. Simply allow yourself to be fully here, supported, safe, and soft. With each exhale, let go a little bit more. Let the warmth from your practice ripple through your muscles, soothing every edge of effort. Allow the face to soften, the shoulders to drop, the belly to rise and fall with ease. Feel the energy you have built settle deep within you. Trust that this strength lives in you, on and off the mat. Rest here for as long as the body needs. And when you're ready, begin to deepen the breath. Invite gentle movement back into the neck, the fingers, the toes, starting to awaken the body here. Perhaps bend the knees and resting the hands onto the lower abdomen for a moment. As you're starting to blink the eyes open and getting used to the space that is surrounding you, to these safe corners of your room, your own sanctuary. Take a moment to honor your effort, the fire you have sparked, the strength you have cultivated, and the care you gave to yourself today. So when you're ready, rolling onto one side, and rise slowly into a comfortable seated position. Bowing to yourself here, bringing the hands to the heart space. Thank you so much for sharing this powerful practice with me. May the strength you found on the mat support you in everything you do off the mat. Until next time, stay grounded, stay empowered, and keep moving with intention. I will see you next time.